only dreams now. This is why we cover our feet at night. Life is such a ride. The ride. A man decided to cover up the tattoo of his ex-wife. You're paranoid. The neighbors aren't spying on us. The neighbors. During the Middle Ages, talkative women were punished by being forced to wear metal cages on their heads. The perfect zombie shelter. Can't wait to leave this outside someone's house. It's your problem now. Nothing says welcome like two 12-foot skeletons holding torches on each side of the lane. Nobody. Gargoyles in winter. When I die, I give all cute goth girls permission to do photo shoots on my grave. Behind the scenes of Teletubbies, 1997. There's something really creepy about this show. Walking, running, sprinting, getting back to your room after turning off the lights in the kitchen. Humanoid electric towers in Iceland. They managed to make them look creepier than the originals. George is getting a little too curious. Halloween decorations on a budget. Remember, Satan was the first person to demand equal rights. Screw you, Satan. Imagine casually grocery shopping in these. Went for a ride last night, had some engine trouble. Well, looky, Andy's got a new friend. Most zombies are not scary, but fast zombies are scary as hell. My neighbor said my dog was scary and needs a muzzle. Not a problem, buddy. Nobody. Teens in 2008. Everyone being afraid of this. But imagine if this was floating towards you. Whoever did this at my job needs to be escorted out by noon today. My wife. We should tile the kitchen backsplash. Me. Say no more. I got the perfect idea. Leprechaun. I bet he's thinking about stealing my gold. Guy, what the hell is this leprechaun doing in my bed? The correct way to eat a fruit roll-up. This chandelier turns your room into a creepy forest scene. Not a cell phone in sight, just people living in the moment. Biggest Ouija board ever made in Massachusetts. If Kevin McAllister lived in Haddonfield, Halloween would have ended a lot sooner. Just a friendly reminder that spiders have paws. In 1871, a woman from Quebec hired a hearse with the sole intention of riding around town, smoking in the coffin bed while enjoying the view. Women in the 1600s. I was just thinking. Men. Witch. This is how I imagine actual fairies to look. Normal vegetables. You must store us at the right temperature, in the right humidity, or we will spoil and rot in no time. Potatoes. Where's the soil? In Japanese folklore. I don't know if I can get away with saying this. Are ugly creatures with horns and mouths, with a permanent bitter smile. They are created out of the negative feelings of human beings. It's 60 degrees down here. Moths are just goth butterflies. Chameleons be like, me at a grocery store. Some mum to her 8-year-old son. Stop crying or that scary man will take you. Do you want to go with that scary man? The kid. No! Me. The rest of the world. Australian spiders are so big and terrifying. Meanwhile, American spiders. Feathered dinosaurs aren't scary. Have you tried fighting an ostrich with your bare hands? What's in the box? What's in the box? Eventually, most content on the internet will be from dead people. The sun hitting my puppy revealed his true size. Gremlin. Would you explore her? I'm more interested in what flashlight this person is using. You can get a bat house in the shape of a vampire castle. I'm sold. Emos in high school and emos in adulthood. Officially the scariest Halloween decorations I've ever seen. Reading while raining. The right person will come one day. The right person. America, you can't just turn horrific creatures into some kind of cute anime girl. Japan, hold my sake. What kind of science is this? My true form on the left, the skin I wear to mask into society on the right. Skipping stairs while climbing upstairs. Skipping stairs while climbing downstairs. Just in case you didn't want to sleep tonight. Here's what a tapeworm looks like under an electron microscope. Why is this hot? That's an animal, by the way. Angels in church and angels in the Bible. Pick a movie, keep one actor. The rest are played by Muppets. When you ghost her, but she's into that paranormal stuff. These trail lights are red so they don't disturb the bats. When you're dead inside, but still have Zoom meetings to attend. Horrifying warning I've seen on the way home from work. Please don't let the cat out, no matter what it tells you. When you see me at work and I say, I'm living the dream. This is the dream I'm referring to. Vampires couldn't see their reflections because mirrors used to be backed with a layer of silver, which was considered a pure metal, so it didn't interact with vampires. However, modern mirrors are now backed with aluminium, so they would be able to see their reflections. Christopher Nolan says he would love to make a horror film. I'm afraid he'll decide to summon real demons just to avoid using CGI. My 3-year-old sister is so good at drawing. Why does this McDonald's look like a containment unit full of evil spirits? Babe, I'm going to the 13 Ghosts of McDonald's. Do you want anything? This Rosette Nebula is known for its skull-like shape. shape. It's 65 light years in radius. So, IKEA in Singapore decided to release a completely black hot dog. I have no idea why, but the world must know. I need friends to visit places like this. A giant abandoned strawberry in Poland. Sometimes I feel like this giant abandoned strawberry in Poland. Screw them kids. Don't you dare roll your eyes at me. A 3,400-year-old Egyptian sarcophagus has been discovered, bearing an uncanny resemblance to Marge Simpson. Bro, I'd be mad in the mood. I swear if a demon lays on me like this, I'm gonna introduce them to a new hell. I hate that I keep having to plug the microwave into a different outlet every 2 weeks or so. Me and my demons vibing because we've already lived through hell, and it frankly doesn't scare us anymore. Cryptids in Britain and in America. When I say skull emoji, this is what I mean. Do you ever realize that you're going to be an adult for the rest of your life? There are so many other words in the English language, and you just had to go and say these. Wearing a long dress and running through a gothic castle is on my to-do list. Me. I could really use a sign from above right now. The sign from above. Suffer. The eyes of an electrician after being zapped by 14,000 volts of electricity. Don't do anything dumb with your refund. Me. Boys sleepover. Haha, yeah, then we stayed up past our bedtimes to play Minecraft. Girls sleepovers. You may fascinate a woman by giving her a little palm-sized bat. I shuffled them 3 times, Linda. Listen, he's not coming back. The ocean is just monster soup. The fact that his dorsal fin never got above the water means that shark is even bigger than what this video shows. Skull carpet. Kids dressed for Halloween on a school bus. 1980s. Exercise helps depression. Me. I need to stop spending money on things I don't need. Also me. Making crepes for my friends and giving them the nicest pretty ones while I stand in the kitchen engulfing the ones I messed up. A creepy character in the movie. No need to be scared, child. I am your friend. What's more terrifying, Cthulhu or Florida Man? The transformative makeup process for Gary Oldman character in Hannibal. I mess with this sort of thing. Who wants to go with me to the Evil Dead cabin Duncan? If I ever win the lottery, I won't tell anyone, but there will be signs. Imagine, if you will, a big scary ape pulling you apart and killing you and beating and biting you to death. An Ohio woman whose mugshots went viral for her intense face tats shows off her new look after getting laser removal surgery. Imagine being a Pringle and seeing this. Scary as hell. Nap time. I'd sleep so good in one of these. Every day I don't live in an abandoned Victorian estate with a horrifying backstory is a day lost. My sister takes Halloween very seriously. Even the dog has to get involved. Breaking. Billy the puppet seen leaving Annabelle's home. Not their sneaky links. When you're dark and spooky, but also very nice and cute. Movie fans. The movies you like are stupid and weird. Horror movie fans. The movies you like are stupid and weird. Yes. Scared woman thinking that the guy is following her. Scared guy thinking he can get pepper sprayed any second now. How people think serial killers look like. And how who's we? People. If you want a girlfriend, why don't you just talk to girls? 1 star. Scary. It's too scary. Far, far too scary by far. I was scared. You're in a Zoom meeting. Your teacher says, who is that behind you? You hear someone giggle. Rare footage showing a pack of excavators feeding on an old bridge they just hunted down. The bridge was innocent. American theme parks and Japanese theme parks. Women. I feel so unsafe walking home alone at night. Average male experience walking back home. Readers added context. Women can also see fog. Just eating my sandwich directly off this dirty public fountain that I filled with plastic ducks. Also, speaking of Jacob Rosalewski, this painting of his is my favorite. Like, yes, girls snitch on the night. Hey, what a nice tree. I love tree. History's biggest yassification. Is it yassification or yeah? When you're studying Latin, but you keep making mistakes. Santa. Them bad little kids gonna learn this year. The lemons life gave me. Halloween in Ohio. Please only 1 cig per kid. Don't take lighter. This is the hardest Halloween costume. It's a GTA modded account outfit. The cracked and worn down version of these masks are just gorgeous. The Kiss of Death, a marble sculpture found in a cemetery in Barcelona. Copyright laws making Halloween hilarious since 1999. Romance isn't dead. Scientists find that vampire bats French kiss with mouthfuls of blood to deepen social bonds. Life goal, to become rich and stay antisocial. I'm not saying that I need it, but I would feel better if I had it. Girls only want one thing, and it's the house in Hocus Pocus. It's not a want, it's a need. Stranger Things Season 5 will use digital de-aging to make the actors look younger. But I mean, nothing screams 80s more than grown adults playing teens. I found Professor Snape at the airport before boarding my flight. Oh, so when a crow remembers people who wronged them and holds grudges, it's intelligent and really cool. But when I do, I'm petty and need to let go. When you love horror movies, gore, and dark creepy stuff, to me, you are perfect. In hell, Satan. Dude, you gotta stop following me around. Me. I don't know anyone else here. I feel awkward. Some kids growing up reading stories about prince and princesses. Meanwhile, I grew up reading these. Behind the scenes of The Haunting of Hill House. This is so soft, but so dark. All at once, I am a huge fan. I don't need one. I don't need one. You need one. Telling my sleep paralysis demon jokes so they'll let me wake up. You should put yourself out there. Be a social butterfly. Me. When there's hell to raise, but first you have to finish your coffee. When you play death metal for your I listen to everything friends. Lil Bro got an It costume from Wish, and this is what he got. Everyone wants a goth girlfriend until she buys a coffin and puts it in her bedroom. Freddy Krueger meets Insidious. The human body taste was very similar to pork. If you mix it together, no one can tell the difference. Joe Metheny mixed his victim's flesh with animal meat and sold it to customers. While sleeping, we see ghosts in our dreams and suddenly wake up with fear and think it was a bad dream. According to paranormal experts, it's the virtual reality. It's real spirits communicating with you, but our soul rejects and wakes us up for our safety. This is why a bad dream is never completed. Don't be negative, go out and enjoy life. Me. I have errands to run. The errands. Famous Beetlejuice 2 art and props stolen from well-known town set. Tips to enjoy pumpkin beer. 1. Pour it down the drain. While I'm at it, here's how you can figure out who the killers are in Scream. Billy and Stu never bothered to change their shoes. A haunted house, but it's just printouts of the stuff you used to post on Facebook in 2010. When a witch has the munchies. Goth McDonald. It's inaccurate plastic animal skeleton season again. A horror movie, but the killer wears flip-flops, so there's an ominous sound as he hunts you down. This used to stress me out so bad. Baby's first body horror. What Maniac was like. Yeah, go ahead and just toss this in the elementary school library. They'll love it. Might I ask what the hell was going on with animals in the Cambrian period? They were trying out something new. Leave them alone. Oh, to be two rats with intertwined tails, pondering the unknown. I want to own a fairy-themed bakery with a library and sell little treats like these. Geek Squad mounted my TV to the sewage pipe. When your water bottle pops in the middle of the night, what you think versus what really happened. They turned the lights off and basically went into mess around and find out mode. What are they referring to? Instead of butterfly kisses, I give you moth kisses. They're crazy, frantic, all over the place, and quite honestly, you're terrified. Vampire Hunter takes out a cross. Atheist vampire drawing in horror movies be like, Daddy, Mummy, me, he. Broly. Men will say, hear me out, and show you the most conventionally attractive woman you've ever seen. Meanwhile, women will say, hear me out, and show you this thing. Black Cat's waiting to be auditioned for a horror film, 1961. If they're not going to give us pockets, why can't the women population collectively just walk out in these? Run, man. They're not gonna stop spawning. Here's what you would look like if you were a spoon. Dogs in the 1700s. I killed 3 deer and a buffalo. Now me and my human can eat. Dogs in 2020. Ah, water is scary. You're watching a documentary about a serial killer who was never caught and you're scared. Your dad starts to watch with you and you aren't scared anymore. He says, the glory days. Activists. We need to save the Australian wildlife. The Australian wildlife. Joe Biden reportedly wants people to collect his pages. Do you guys remember my Rowley cosplay? Do you want to play a game with me? It's called Strawberries and I always win. He hungers. Jabeth, bite that guy there off. Max Schreck takes a break on the set of Nosferatu in 1922 in a photo that's probably creepier than any taken during the actual filming of the movie. And you mothers be like, wanna hold my new baby? He's so precious. The baby. Had a dream I went to McDonald's in Silent Hill, so I had to remake it. Babe, what's wrong? You haven't tried your Edward Scissorhands bento box. Me finishes watching a horror movie. It wasn't that scary. Me when I hear any noise. Me, damn, that's a scary monster. My brain, I wonder if I can smash it. I think that's just you, bro. The Hebridean is a sheep breed from Scotland, typically sporting 2 pairs of horns. And then the human said, you already ate. Vampires are over. Goth mermaids are now. A literal gunshot. Minecraft cave noises. No matter what comes through that gate, you will stand your ground. Run. What I thought parents teaching kids would be like. What it's actually like. This is me in maths. Me watching the hairdresser ruin my haircut because I'm too scared to talk to him. Look at these savages pathetically trying to scare an advanced civilization with their retrograde weaponry. Shoot it down. How am I supposed to be scared playing Resident Evil 8 Village if I'm being hunted down by Victorian era goth women and a 9-foot tall vampire? That's like my fantasy. I hate the character design of Mr. Boss. It's unpleasant to look at. It's on purpose. The fact still stands. It's unpleasant to look at no matter how many layers of irony there is on it. This is a little version of your thread, OP. I want you to have it. Our house was built in the 1920s. This is looking into the crawl space that is under the living room. Is it normal to build your house on a pile of rocks like this? That's scary as hell. Dracula being described as an old man with a mustache in the original Bram Stoker novel means both of these are more accurate depictions of Dracula than what we're used to.